A few weeks ago on 3+U, we headed over to Friedrich Eye Associates in Hickson, talking with Dr. David Friedrich about a new piece of technology he has here in the office that makes cataract surgery even better for anyone looking to go under the knife. And we are back this morning to get Education 201. Last time we got 101. Good to see you this morning.
And good to see you, Julie.
I'm hoping you've gotten lots of response from our last visit, because it truly is revolutionary what this piece of equipment is doing to make people's the benefit of cataract surgery all the more enhanced, right?
Yes, it is.
So what is the piece of machinery called?
The light adjusting lens. That's the lens.
And the key here is the ultraviolet light. Is that right?
Correct.
Explain what that is, so what that does.
Well, this lens is very interesting. This is a lens that you put in the eye after you remove the hazy natural lens in the eye, which is the cataract.
Okay.
Now, typically, whatever lens you put in the eye at the time of surgery just remains the same. Now, we do all kinds of testing to make sure we put in a lens that'll give you the best possible distance vision.
Okay.
And then generally you need reading glasses. No machine is perfect, so if that lens does not give you perfect vision, usually it's close, you live with it. Mm-hmm. You don't want to open the eye and remove it. That's really potentially dangerous.
Right.
So what we have is a lens that has certain molecules in it, inside of it, and called macromers. And then when they get hit by ultraviolet light, they all clump together into polymers.
Okay.
What happens when they become polymers is wherever they got hit with ultraviolet light thickens.
Okay.
So if you need a little more power in that lens because the lens doesn't focus quite where it should, you hit it in the middle and that lens gets thicker.
But only in certain places, only where you hit it with that light.
And that's why this machine is so incredible, because you input all the information that you have, and then the machine figures out where you have to hit the lens in order to thicken or thin out the lens in order to give you the perfect focus.
It's amazing how that little tiny machine can do all of that. I'm guessing when somebody comes into your office here, if they're seeing you today, they can't just come right in and make an appointment and say, okay, this is what I want to do. You've got to make sure, don't you, that it's the right fit for them?
You do. You just do our full routine exam. And while doing that, we figure out whether or not somebody has cataracts in the first place, mm-hmm. and whether or not that person is a good candidate for this particular lens.
Is there an age restriction? I mean, can you be in your 80s and have this done?
Oh, yes.
So it's just as safe as any other type of cataract surgery?
Technically speaking, it's identical.
Okay. So if you're somebody who is, let's say you're 82,
yes,
and you had cataract surgery, conventional kind, 10 years ago, mm-hmm. and you don't want to deal, I guess you're having possibly reading glasses, could they elect to do this procedure?
Not by me.
Okay, because you don't want to do it twice.
No, it goes back to the same idea as removing a lens. Now you have a lens that's been in place for years and years, and mm-hmm. removing that can be difficult and dangerous. It's not worth it.
So with this ability to laser focus
mm-hmm.
with this ultraviolet, let's say I came in and I had it done, and you first examined my eyes and pretend I had cataracts.
Yes.
Then you would do one eye and then the other, mm-hmm. correct? Like normal. Correct. Do you first, because you had told me that one eye is going to be for distance vision, mm-hmm. and the other eye will be for a little bit closer reading, is that right? Or
well,
am I simplifying
they'll both be, one should be perfect for distance, and we do get, when I say perfect, we get 20/20 twice as often as you would with any other kind of lens. So, almost invariably, one eye ends up being 20/20 in the distance, perfect, and you still have pretty good intermediate vision. You have this range of focus in the one eye.
Okay.
In the other eye, we leave you a little nearsighted, leaving you maybe 20/25, still quite good, or 20/30, still quite good in the distance, mm-hmm. but much better at intermediate and much, much better at near. So between the two eyes, you get pretty much all the vision you want.
I know that everybody, you had told us last time, is pretty much bound to get cataracts if you live long enough, as you said. But you had said something to me about the closer distance being good for like computer, if you're on the computer, maybe not quite so much for reading. Has our use of computers and technology made the cataracts more prevalent?
I would say not.
No, okay.
Yeah, if you wanted to look for environmental factors, I would think more in terms of sunlight, certain medications, heredity.
Okay. So we're on the cusp of summer. It'll be here before you know it. The sun in the wintertime is also bright. Wearing sunglasses, is that important?
It's always important. And not just that, you want ultraviolet absorbing sunglasses and preferably unbreakable sunglasses. Polycarbonates are excellent plastics.
I've got a minute or so left to talk to you, so I want to give you a shout out for bringing this to Chattanooga. This is brand new technology that's been perfected now. You feel good being the only one in Chattanooga offering this.
Yes.
And it's called again?
A light adjustable lens.
Light adjustable lens. And when you come in, if you have it done, you have to wait those still 4-ish weeks after the surgery, correct? After the cataract surgery?
2 to 4 weeks after the cataract surgery, we can adjust.
People will come in, they'll adjust. Only takes a few seconds, right? Less than a minute?
Well, it can take anywhere from 20 to 90 seconds per eye to adjust.
And do you just do it the one time, or is it possible that the one adjustment might not quite be enough and they'll have to come back again?
Well, you're going to do certainly one adjustment, and then we call it locking in. You want to just make sure the lens can't change again. And then we have 2 visits to lock the lens into the power that we have adjusted it to.
I will tell you this too, if you're sitting there thinking, ask him this, Julie, and ask him this, Julie, he loves questions. So when you make the appointment, he will have fun educating you on the power of this technology. You've been watching it a long time, so thanks so much for your time this morning.
You're so welcome.
Friedrich Eye Associates, their phone number and website there on your screen, so you can make your appointment today. We're back after this.